Yo. Shout out to everybody already in the comments section. What is goody, man? Shout out to you all. Make sure you wipe them feet. If this is your first time being here, wipe them feet means hit them thumbs up. You already know what it is. And also, if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to become a member of the channel, hit the link up top. You get a bunch of cool different perks and stuff like that, man. So if you want to become a member, hit the membership button up top. What's good with everybody, man? Shout out to Tsunami and Dirty Eric and AD. Baby Doll Studio. Iron Duke is in the building. Daniel 2273 is in the building. You already know, man. AD, what's popping, brody? Zeus Haven. Yo. James, what's good, man? A lot to talk about today. We're definitely going to do it. We're doing a double header today, you guys. A double header. We're going to do 2 lives. We're going to do this one. Talking about Yannick already being on recruitment mode. I'm going to also talk about Derek Carr's interview with Vinny B, what he just, said pretty much to him about, we'll touch on that in a minute. And then tonight, me and my brother Wasted are going to do a live. Pretty cool little theme, different kind of idea, bring something different to the table. But yes, double header today, you guys. So stay tuned for that. But shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for being here, man. You already know what it is. Yes, 2273. It's still cold as hell, bro. It's still cold as shit. I know, right, Andre? Right? But look, man, I wouldn't be mad about Calais. I know people are complaining about him being old and, but the guy can still play the run really good. You know what I'm saying? And sparingly get to the quarterback. You know what I mean? People tend to forget that Calais Campbell and Yannick, man, played together in Jacksonville when they had the Saxonville Jaguars, when that defense was potent as shit. You know what I mean? So, Yannick played with this man when he was at the top of his game. You know what I mean? So, I'm not against this, man. I'm not against this. We're definitely going to get into this here in a second, man, though. But shout out to Yannick, man. I know you guys are going to say, oh, well, Graphk, you've been saying you should trade him. Look, this is a business at the end of the day. I definitely love what Yannick brings to the silver and black table in terms of loving being here, saying this is his last destination. This is where he wants to retire at. I love it. He says all the right things. But at the end of the day, man, if you can upgrade that position, I'm sorry. That's what I'm here for, to talk that real shit. So I don't want to hear any of that. Oh, well, you were just saying this. Well, look, I'm still going to say it. You know what I mean? Great recruiters doesn't mean you're great against the run. You know what I mean? But he's been doing this year in and year out for the past 2 years on Twitter, screaming, recruiting people to come over, former teammates that he's played with. I love it, man. I love what Yannick brings to the table in terms of recruitment. So for those who don't know, he's on Twitter right now tagging Calais Campbell. Calais is a free agent leaving Baltimore. I mean, he may stay there. Who knows? But he would be perfect in this system. Everybody knows we're moving to that 3-4. I know we're still going to have that 3-4, 4-3, 5-2. We're going to have all kinds of different stuff going on. But he fits the bill of this defense. So I would not be mad if you brought Calais Campbell in because he still commands double teams and shit. The dude is a monster of a man. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be upset. I definitely wouldn't be upset to bring him in. That's just facts. You know what I'm saying? Let's fucking go. That would be, yes, definitely over anything that we had last year, little bro. Facts. And like I said, he already has a rapport with this guy. They both played together in Jacksonville. AJ, this is the thing, right? It's not really about just the specific position. If Indianapolis calls you and says, we'll take on that contract and we'll give you a offensive lineman to help you, you know what I'm saying, protect DC. You know what I'm saying? You have to think about that because we just drafted Malcolm Kuntz. You know what I'm saying? We also have NASA, which I don't know if he's still going to be there. You know what I'm saying? When the season comes around, but there's also great edge rushers in this draft. I mean, there's a Cameron Thomas out of San Diego State that, man, this guy is a monster. So there definitely is some upgrades out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy that I love, Harold Landry. You know what I'm saying? Tennessee, Boston College guy would be an upgrade. I mean, you're gonna have to pay him a little more money, but you can you could bring him in if you wanted to. There's other avenues, but yes, look, Yannick's he's gonna be a Raider this year. It's gonna be a Raider. All I'm saying is You always have to talk about the upgrades. That's just all. That's all it's about. That's what it's about. What's up, Docs? Hope you and the fam are doing good, my brother, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to you, little bro, and send my love and everything to your family as well, man. My big bro Dave and everybody over there, man. Shout out to the family as well. But yeah, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I just seen Vinny B's article where, you know, he interviewed Derek Carr. They talked a lot. They talked a lot about what DC wants. Didn't really go into too much in detail in the terms of the contract because, let's be honest, doesn't make any sense. He's not going to do that with a reporter when his guys are behind the scenes working on his deal. But you know, he basically said whatever it takes, pretty much, right? We need there's specific guys that he wants to play with. Let's just say that. And I think what he was trying to say is, I'll work on my contract if you bring me my guys. That's kind of what I got, the gist of what I got from Derek Carr's interview with Vinny B. My wife is blowing me up right now. This is crazy. Hold on real quick. But I think what he was pretty much saying is like, look, I want to be here, but I got some guys in mind that I want to be here. And if we're going to talk contract, you know, negotiations and blah, 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 look, I'll play my role if you can bring me some guys that I need some help with, that I want to bring in. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you know, he's on his 9th year as a Raider. He's pretty much saying, look, I want to have some type of say in what we're bringing in. If you want me to take a team-friendly deal, cool. But I have to have some type of say in terms of the personnel you bring in, bring it to the table. That's kind of what I got with the whole Derek Carr thing in a nutshell. You know what I mean? Vinny B talked to him about everything. I mean, they talked about, you know, his he has some big thing going on at UNLV. You know, it's like a big like men's convention, you know what I'm saying? Like some type of church gathering or whatnot. But they talked about a lot. They talked about a lot. I'm not going to go into detail with all that, but I'm just going to say what I got from what DC said is basically, look, I want to be here. Let me have some type of say in who we're going to bring in. Pretty much, you guys, what he is saying is, let me have Davante Adams. I'll take the pay cut. Just give me Davante Adams. In a nutshell. That's kind of what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Just stopping by to say what's up. Richard, what's good with you, brother? We're still kind of just waiting for everybody to come in, man. Shout out to the 200 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys for being here, man. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. We're going to talk more about the Calais Campbell, his age, his stats. We're going to do all that, you guys. I'm just kind of letting everybody just push in. OG, it's going to be the 14th. As soon as the tampering period opens, it's the 14th. Man, my wife is over here tripping right now. Hold on, y'all. Hold on real quick. Uzi, what's good, King? Bugsy, what's up, my brother? Dirty, what's good, big bro? Let me see. No, squad. To be honest with you, man, let's be real. Let's be real. First of all, Coop just doesn't fit the bill of a Raider. Simple and plain. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to cut him either. The Cowboys aren't going to cut him. They'll keep him or they'll trade him. Simple and plain. And somebody would still take a chance on Amari Cooper, even with that $20 million pay, you know what I mean, deal. I can see Philly giving up a second or third or maybe even a first. Like somebody will go out and get Amari because he's young and he's still productive. But you can't bring Amari back, man. You can't. How do you convince Derek Carr to play with Amari again, knowing how Amari kind of pretty much just quit on us? To be honest, and that's how I look at it. I look at it as he kind of quit on us. I think Gruden looked at him like, this guy don't want to be here. So at the end of the day, man, I'm letting him go. And I don't think that would be a good fit with him and DC back in together. Salute my brother, just retired from the military, 20 years. Shout out to Leo, man. Congratulations, brother. Shout out to you. And thank you, my brother, for all them years you put in for this country, brother. That is fire. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Uzi, Nelson Aguilar is not going to be an option either. And I'm going to be honest, you guys, I keep saying this. Look, Nelson had like 800 yards receiving with us. Yes, he was probably the best receiver we had at that year. But, man, look, bro, if we're screaming to go get a Nelson Aguilar, we're not shooting high enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, if New England decides on cutting him, in which they're gonna have a lot of dead money on that contract, I believe. But there's no reason to bring him back in the fold. First of all, he did not ball at all in McDaniel's system last year. So why would it work again this year with us? I know he has more of a rapport with DC, but nah, man, shoot high. Shoot high. Go get one of these dogs. Go get one of these. Look, man, Jarvis Landry, RJ, I'm not against that. Like, but shoot high, man. Go better than Aguilar. You know what I'm saying? Go better than these regular ass receivers, Zay Joneses of the world. Go higher. I don't want anybody to have this same excuse ready at their disposal next year if DC doesn't get to the playoffs or doesn't win a playoff game, right? Oh, well, DC didn't have a real wide receiver one. I don't want to hear that. There's no excuses. Go get him a true number one, because I don't want to hear this shit again. Point blank, period, the end. If DC comes in and shits the bed this year, doesn't win a playoff game, and we have a true number one receiver and our O-line is blocking for him, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Simple and plain. I don't want anything to be set up for excuses on the table next year. I just don't. I don't. Get this man a better O-line and a wide receiver one, and that's it. In a serviceable defense, which it'll be serviceable, even more than serviceable, because Patrick Graham is in the fold. I mean, this guy is going to have this defense ready to go. But there's no excuses, bro. No excuses. I don't want to hear any excuses. Get DC everything he needs, so I don't have to hear the same bullshit next year if he shits the bed, or if this team doesn't win a playoff game. Because next year, you guys, this is what it is. Be realistic. Let's be logical. We made the playoffs last year. We shouldn't have. That was step one. This year is to win a playoff game. That is the goal this year, to win a playoff game. Simple and plain. You win a playoff game, to me, you did exactly what you were supposed to do. And then the following year, you're fighting for a Super Bowl. That's realistic goals to me. Am I saying that we can't get to the Super Bowl next year? I'm not saying that at all. I've seen stranger things happen. But I'm starting slow. Every year, right, we technically got better with Gruden in terms of winning percentage. We went to the playoffs last year. This upcoming year, win a playoff game. The following year from that, it's Super Bowl or bust, point blank, period, the end. That's just how I feel. So get this man what he needs. And DC knows that he needs to take a pay cut of sorts, you know what I'm saying, in order to make that happen. Because we're in that strange situation right now, right? We're in that I don't want to say purgatory, but we're in that weird phase where we're right now, we can make this next jump, but we're also dealing with the quarterback that has a contract, extension coming, because he has 1 year left on his deal. So it's weird. It's like we feel like we're climbing, but are we? Because we have to pay our quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So it's we're in a weird purgatory phase where it's like we can take off, or can we? Because if DC takes $40 million, then what? You know what I'm saying? Then what? Then we have to figure out, how can we make this work around him? You know what I'm saying? Without going out and getting big names. We're in a weird stage right now. We're in a very, very weird stage right now. You know what I'm saying? So, great teams usually win before their quarterback's contract extension comes up, right? The Chiefs went to 2 Super Bowls. They won 1, right? Patrick Mahomes got a ring. Now his contract is coming up. Now they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle, right? This happens every year. Russell Wilson, Super Bowl, in and out. Then his contract comes up. Then they don't see a Super Bowl again. You know what I mean? So we're in that weird phase where if we want to take the next step, DC has to play his part. And if he doesn't, we're fucked. Simple and plain. Uzi, yes, sir, my brother. I definitely am. Actually, I have for those who want to check us out, I have a new podcast coming out. I know there's not a lot of people that like battle rap, but boom, talk that shit podcast, battle rap media at its purest form. I have a new podcast coming out with my brothers, man, Lonnie, my brother Fresh, and my brother Q, man. I have a fire battle rap podcast. So I hope you guys are here for that ride. We're gonna start off once a week, just shooting the shit. You know what I mean? So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Kojo, let's sign Adams, J.C. Jackson, and Jawan Taylor. Not gonna happen, my brother. I would love it, but that's just too expensive. Definitely too expensive. You pick your poison. You pick one, Adams or J.C. Jackson. That's what happens. And if I have to pick between one, it's gonna be Adams. If you go get an Adams and like a cheaper option, like a Gilmore, maybe you can make that work. And then Jawan Taylor, man, let's just be honest, man. This dude has been he's had health issues, bro. He's had health issues. You know what I mean? So, but Kojo, I'm with you if you can swing Adams and somebody else, but that's not going to happen. That's way too expensive, my brother. But shout out to my dog Kojo. It's great to see you more active, man, on the page, my brother. Good to see you. I hope to see you in Vegas as well, brother. He said, spit a verse right now, man. Stop playing. Bugsy, battle rap is definitely fire, man. And we definitely on the way. We going to do some great things. And we're going to line some dope interviews up, because one thing people don't realize, we've been in battle rap for years. And my guys, man, are really close with Hitman Holla, Unbiased, and other battlers. We're going to get some fire interviews, you guys. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, man. Dots, we can grab C Ward from the Chiefs as a corner. Yeah, facts. I'm not against that. I'm not against that 2273. I'm not against that. Was it Chavius Ward? I'm not against that. He actually had a pretty decent season. But I still want to swing a little higher. I want Gilmore. I know he's dealt with injuries, but Gilmore is used to this system. He's played with, he has a guy coming over from the Panthers and pretty much the whole New England Patriots organization coming over. I want Gilmore. I think Gilmore is my guy in terms of cornerback in this free agency period. I want Gilmore. That's who I want. I want Gilmore. Shout out to my dog. Ward would not be a bad pickup at all for life, at all. Docs, I'm really concerned about the division. Chargers are looking like a championship caliber team. To me, they're not. The thing that's scary is, where I have to agree with you is, Montez, they're not in that weird phase that we're in right now, right? They still got a couple more years to have to pay Herbert. And they have, I think, second or third most money in salary right now. So the Chargers can go out and buy a team. And if they have a great draft, this can be the Chargers division for the foreseeable future. Let's just be honest. They have more money than anybody in the division, and they have a full draft class. That's scary, and they don't have to pay their quarterback yet. So that's why, Montez, you may be right, bro. You may be right. But I'm not going to say a championship caliber team yet, because we beat them to get into the playoffs. They're not there yet. But after this free agency period and after this, a full draft, it may happen, man. What if they went out and got, Allen Robinson or Davante Adams, and then they went and drafted Jordan Davis as their nose tackle? Like, that's scary. That's scary as shit, bro. That's scary as hell, man. You know what I mean? So, yes, this team is very, very close, but I feel like we're closer. Son, I'm live right now. No. I don't want to look at that. What? Is it bad?
The slow.
Take a picture of the whole thing. I can't see what it says on there, son. Take a picture of it all. Shout out to everybody in the comment section, man. Almost 300 deep. Appreciate you guys for being here. Wipe them feet. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, man. Definitely. Shout out to Montez again. Let's be honest, Docs. Chargers got the better coach, better QB, better running back, better receivers, better offensive line, and better secondary. No, you can't watch that, son.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not rated. I don't agree with you, Montez. I don't. I don't agree with you at all, actually. How do they have a better quarterback? I mean, or a better coach? Our interim coach beat them last year to get into the playoffs. So I don't believe that. Bro, think about that. Richie B beat their coach. Like, our interim coach beat their coach. And this guy goes for it on fourth down, even when he's not supposed to. Like, better QB, that's still up in the air because, yes, Herbert had 2 good years, but DC has still done more than him in his career. So, no, I'm not going to say they have the better quarterback. In terms of promise, in futures, you may be right. But, Eckler, yes, I agree with you with the running back position and offensive line as well. But you have to also realize that one of their best, Mike Williams, is a free agent. He's a free agent. So they have Keenan Allen. Right now. Mike Williams is not under contract, you guys. He may move on. So secondary, what? You want to go Derwin James and all that? I get that. But I don't agree with half of that statement, though, Montez. I don't. Like I said, bro, Richie B beat them to get into the playoffs. So they don't have the better coach. Josh McDaniels, this guy has won 6 rings. I think we have the better coach. For real. RJ, I wouldn't be mad about bringing in Patrick Peterson, man. He actually looked pretty good in Minnesota last year. I would not be against that at all. Future Hall of Famer, up there in age, but I think Patrick Peterson still has some left in the tank. Definitely not against that. Going forward on 4th down in their own territory. Wow, that shit is crazy, bro. Facts. Staley called a timeout. They would have been in the playoffs. Ain't that a trip? Let me see. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts, Aurora. Facts. Appreciate you, Los. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog. Bro said, appreciate you, Carlos, for real. If you guys want to become a member, man, hit the link up top. It's pinned up top, man. One of the best ways to support the channel. Bro said Chargers got everything better, but couldn't beat. That's what I'm saying, Ray. Like you have to look at just look at it from a broader scope, right? Like we beat them to get into the playoffs. We were up by 15, I think, with like 4 or 5 minutes left. Like we were the better team, and then we collapsed and we let them back in the game, but we still beat them in OT. So at the end of the day, yes, they beat us by 14 the earlier on in the season, but we beat them when it mattered the most. So I didn't agree with that. You know what I mean? I didn't agree with that statement. Yo, Docs, shout out to my boy Lucky King, man. Appreciate you, King. Yo, Docs, what are the Raiders planning to do with Farrell since we have Yannick and Mad Max? And I know I'm late, but what do you think of Calais Campbell coming to Vegas? I would love it because, look, Calais is not going to get this massive contract. He's at the end of his career. I think he's 36, damn near 37 or some shit. He may be even older than that. Hold on, let me look this shit up. He's not going to get this massive contract. Let me look this up. I'm going to bring up his stats for you guys to see as well. All right, let's do this. He'll be 36 in September. 36. 6'8", 300 pounds. He's still productive, though, you guys. He's still productive. Let me look up his look at the stats real quick. 14 years in the league. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, so just this year. All right, I don't want to do all that. I just want to look at this year. Okay, this year, played in 15 games, okay? 15 games, missed 2 games, had a sack and a half, 20 tackles assisted, 21 solo, 41 total. Let me see. 1 pass defensed. And you got to remember, you guys, Baltimore's defense was really, really bad. They weren't good this year. Last year, he had 4 sacks. The year before, 6.5. The year before that, 10.5. You know what I'm saying? So he's still productive. This year. Last year, he had 4 sacks. Oh, shit. Hold on. My apologies, y'all. Back. I'm going to read it, brother. I'm going to read it. Give me a second. There's a lot going on right now. I was trying to share the screen, but it is what it is. But, yeah, he's 35. You know what I'm saying? He is coming off a down year, a sack and a half. You know what I'm saying? That's not really a lot for Calais Campbell, but he can still command double teams. That's the thing. If you got ends like Yannick and Max, all you need is somebody in the interior that can command double teams, that opens up, you know what I mean? That opens up holes for these guys to get to the quarterback. I think that this guy would definitely be somebody that can come in and command double teams and still play the run well. He still plays the run well. So at 35, yes, it sucks that he's up there in age, but look, you guys, there's not too many defense. This is not a great defensive tackle class in this draft. If you don't get one in the first 2 rounds, you know what I'm saying? And if you and the defensive tackles in this free agency are all up there in age, over 30 pretty much, outside of Larry O, Sheldon Richardson. But I want somebody that can play the run. Like, great. And I think that Calais can still do it at 35. So I don't know. We shall see. But Yannick is out there going to get his guy. Like I said, they play together in Jacksonville, for those who don't know, one of the best defenses that we've seen in years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not against bringing in Calais Campbell for a year, a bridge defensive tackle, and then you go get another one. Well, you can still get one in this year's draft too to learn behind him. You know what I mean? But we need a true somebody that can command double teams, and I think he can do that. And Lucky, in terms of Klee, I think Klee balls out this year. I think a 3-4 defense is where Klee thrives. He's gonna ball. I know people are already over Klee. I think Klee has the best year of his career. I know he's going to still be, he's not going to be a starter, but he's going to ball out. He's going to ball out. I think Klee is going to be that guy. He's going to be one of those guys. I think that's why Nassib is very expendable this offseason. I think you can let Nassib walk because I think that Klee is going to be a dog in this system. You got Klee, Malcolm Kuntz, Yannick, and Max. I'm good with that. Shout out to Los, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, King. Thank you so much for the super, my brother. I appreciate you. Let me see. I'm trying to look for Jack. I don't see your super, brother. Oh, there we go. Did you watch Mitch's show about what Paul G wrote? Paul put out a great article about our 3 options on Carr. I didn't. And bro, there's so many shows going on now, Jack. I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch them all. I can't watch them all. I'll just pop in, send some love, and keep it moving. But I didn't see that. Are you talking about Paul Rodriguez? Is that who you talking about? Or I'm sorry, Paul Gutierrez. I forgot how you say his name. But he put out a great article about 3 options on Carr. I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. Yes, Paul Gutierrez, right? Gutierrez? I haven't seen it. But I'll definitely check it out, though. Shout out to you, Ken. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, that's what I mean, TS. That's what I mean. In terms of impact, he'll have more impact this year than he did last year. Boom, bro. 6'8", bro. 6'8". You know what I mean? Like he can bat down a lot of passes. You get rid of Nassib. I think Nassib was 6'7", 6'6", or some shit. You bring in somebody even taller with Calais Campbell. Don't have to pay him that kind of money. Freight Train, I'm a huge Jermaine Johnson fan, but you can't get him. First of all, he may already be gone at 22, but there's only one defensive end that I would go get at 22. And I don't even want one. I wouldn't even go defensive end in the first round because it's not necessarily a need. But if Cameron Thomas is there, I wouldn't be mad if Josh McDaniels said, you know what, him and Zeke said, we're going to go get our guy. Because this guy does have J.J. Watt capabilities. Like, this guy can go inside and out. Like, if Cameron Thomas is there at 22, I would not be mad. I know a lot of people may call it a reach, but I would definitely go get Cameron Thomas at 22. But Jermaine Johnson is nice. He's nice, but it's not necessarily a need. He's an edge rusher. I think Cameron Thomas can play inside and out. That's why I would bring in a guy like him. One of the reasons shout out to Raven. This is a Raven fan right here. Shout out to my bro Riley. One of the reasons we beat Detroit is Calais. There you go. This is coming from a Ravens fan's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine Johnson is not a defensive tackle, bro. He's an edge rusher. He's an edge rusher. He's an edge rusher. He's not a defensive tackle. You see his frame, bro. He would get killed if he was a defensive tackle. He would die a horrible death. EC, there you go. That's why I keep saying to trade out of the first round, go grab you another second and go grab a Cameron Thomas. Bro, I would love that, bro. I would love that. Eric says, Docs, who do you think is the best DL for the Raiders? In terms of what? Like, what do you mean? Like free agency or the draft, my brother? Because in free agency, I'm not against going to get a Calais Campbell or a Sue. I would go get a Nani Sue. Go get why not? Go get a Sue. Go get a Calais Campbell. One of those guys, and then you pair them with a Davante Wyatt or a Travis Jones. You know what I'm saying? Somebody young. Put them next to him. You learn from one of the goats. You learn from one of the goats. You know what I mean? So in a perfect world, you go get a veteran defensive tackle like a Sue or a Calais Campbell, and then you go draft a DT maybe in the second round if Davante Wyatt falls, or a Travis Jones out of Connecticut. I think that'd be great because then you address your defensive tackle position like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Dark Raider, I wouldn't be against Brandon Williams either. Definitely wouldn't. Yes, Joseph, we will be live tonight. We will be live tonight. Me and Wasted, and I think Andy may pull up as well. And I don't know if Hammer is, but Hammer may pull up as well. We're going to do a dope live tonight. You know what? I'll tell you guys what it's about. Tonight we're doing a live where I came up with this idea and I reached out to my brothers and they said, let's do it. Where we're going to talk about every team that's over the cap right now, right? The Saints, the Packers. There's a bunch of teams. I think it's like damn near 9-10 teams that's over the cap. We're going to talk about potential cap casualties that the Raiders can target in free agency. So we're going to go over a lot of these guys' rosters, the Packers roster, you know what I mean? Like I said, the Saints roster. We're going to go over a bunch of rosters that are over the cap and see what potential cap casualties we'd be able to bring in terms of free agency. What do y'all think about that? I thought that'd be a cool little idea to do. And we can just go, but we can go over all those teams. It gives us a cool 2 hours, 3 hours of content right there with all of us just talking and shooting the shit. You know what I'm saying? Joseph, there we go, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Would you spend $9 million? No. Hicks is always injured. Westside, you know what I mean? I like Hicks. I like his game, definitely, but he's up there in age and he's getting hurt. He's too hurt. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna bring Uche back, Marcus. Definitely, brother. Definitely. Over the cap show. Love the idea. There we go, my brother. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Bugsy. Shout out to Ruckus. Shout out to John Miller. I call him FFEC because I'm not even going to fuck his name up. So in 26, and BJ Hill was a free agent and played for Graham in New York, both under 30 and excellent run stopping DTs. I'm not against either one of them. I just want to address the defensive tackle position at some point in free agency before we target it also in the draft. Saints just restructure Michael Thomas. And yeah, I mean, but this is what they do. They do this year in and year out. You know what I mean? But they still have, they're over the cap. Bad. My 2 cents. Let me ask you this. I like that, Sean. No cap show. That's fire. My 2 cents. You give up a first rounder, right? And then you have to extend him immediately for a DK Metcalf. Would you want to do that? I think the only receiver I would give up a first rounder for and extend them is Davante Adams. I'm not doing that for DK Metcalf. I like Metcalf a lot, but you're basically giving up the 22nd pick, and then you're giving him a $20 million deal. I'm not doing that. Me personally, I'm not. And he had a down year last year as well. You know what I'm saying? Davante doesn't have down years. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to complain because I kept saying bring in Russell Wilson and blah. He had a down year. Okay, well then let's talk about it. DK Metcalf had a down year as well. Davante doesn't have down years ever. So I'm giving up a 22 for sure for Davante Adams, but for DK Metcalf, I don't know about that. Yeah. EC says trade idea. Number 22 and next year's first round pick to Baltimore for 14 and 99, third round this year. With number 14, we select Devin Lloyd out of Utah and pick before Philly. That's interesting. I haven't thought about that. So you're giving up 2 firsts, though, to trade up. I don't know, EC. I don't know about that one. I like it, but it's kind of oof. So you trade up, you get your linebacker of the future in Devin Lloyd, which I like that, and you get a third. So you're basically getting rid of a first for a third, right? Yeah, yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second and we can talk. Give me a second and we can talk. I think that's a low-key reach, but that's something that you'd have to take a look at. I like where you're at with it, though, EC. I definitely like your idea with that because you go up and you get your linebacker of the future. I like that. I like that. But that's tough. That's tough to give up 2 firsts to move up this year and then only a third. That's tough. A second, yes. Then we can talk. Pastor says, with free agency approaching first, I find it hard to discuss so many details on the draft. Once free agency kicks off, I think the draft looks clear. Oh, it definitely does. It definitely does. It definitely does look a lot clearer, brother. Facts. Facts. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to show you. Vinny B, right here, you guys. You know what? I'm going to pull this up. I'll pull it up. Hold on real quick. Bleacher Report, Raiders. All right, let me share this. Boom. Hold on. I hate how Bleacher Report looks on computers, man. It's terrible. Why is it not showing? Hold on real quick, y'all. All right, so here it is. Vinny B is talking about, speaking of players Derek Carr might want to play with, I fielded some questions about Davante Adams in this week's at Raiders mailbag. Here you go. Also, story coming tomorrow on Derek Carr. Talked about the men's conference he's hosting next month at UNLV, which we know is big. DC loves to be a part of those kind of things. That's why we love DC, right? Because of the man he is. Got a chance to talk to him tonight. He's looking forward to building a relationship with the new staff. As far as a new contract, he made it clear there's players he wants to play with. It leaves room for flexibility. So take that as you guys take it, right? Those words alone. Take it for what you take it. Wants to play. Look, he made it clear there's players he wants to play with. It leaves room for flexibility, right? So what does that mean? What does that mean? That means bring in my guy, Davante Adams, and I'll take a pay cut. Bring in Davante Adams, and I'll take a pay cut. That's how I'm looking at it, right? Or, go get Brandon Cooks. They're very close. Brandon Cooks is very close with Derek Carr. For those who don't know, he comments on everything that DC puts on Instagram. He just commented on DC's new video he posted about the men's conference at UNLV. And like I said, they're close guys, both God-fearing guys. Cooks is definitely DC's guy too. So this is a great position that we're in, right? Because we can try to go all in on Davante Adams, but guess what happens? If we fail on that and it doesn't happen and Davante goes back to Green Bay or elsewhere, we still have Brandon Cooks where we can go reach out to Houston and say, DC, we can still bring in one of your guys, right? Trust me. I know he'd want to have Davante Adams, his best friend, but there's always a great 1B. There's always a plan B in place, right? And right now we have a plan B in place. You can't get your boy Davante Adams. Well, guess what, DC? We're going to do the best thing we can to bring in someone that you love and you appreciate. We're going to bring in Brandon Cooks if we can't get Davante Adams. So it's dope to have a 1A plan and a 1B plan in motion. Point blank, period. It's a big step off, yes, Mike, from Davante Adams, but it's definitely, let's be honest, in terms of production, is it? You know what? I got to look this up. I want to show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you. I saved this photo. Hold on. Where's my fucking? All right, here we go. Let me find this real quick, you guys. I screenshotted something, right? I don't know where it is. I wanted you guys to see this. Here we go. Here we go. Brandon Cooks, Davante Adams, both drafted in 2014, right? Both drafted in 2013. or 2014. Brandon Cooks has 200 less yards than Davante Adams right now. 200 less yards than Davante Adams right now. 200 less yards. Think about that. They both came in the same year in 2014. And Brandon Cooks has 200 less yards receiving than Davante Adams. Take that as you may. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all feel about that. But, I mean, I know TDs is a huge difference, right? I mean, let's be honest. Davante Adams is a red zone monster. But in terms of receiving yards, Brandon Cooks is only 200 less yards. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. You know, so we all know Davante Adams is the big fish. We know that. But in terms of production, and I know TDs, man, I can look that up as well. I'll look up TDs and we'll find out the difference. Let me see. We'll look up Davante Adams. We'll look up Davante Adams, right? TDs. He has 70. Wait. He has 73. He has 73. All right. He has 73. Davante has 73. Brandon Cooks has 46. 46. 73 compared to 46. So it is a pretty wide margin. All I'm saying is this, you guys. Either one we bring in, it's gonna upgrade this team massively. Either guy that comes in is gonna make sure that improve this offense from day one. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I mean Davante, like I said, is the prize. But Cooks is not bad, man. He's not. He's actually really, really good and very underrated. Shout out to Big Silver and Black. Hey, brother, do you think the Raiders will trade up in the draft to get Sauce Gardner? Because I'd love us to go get that kid. Thanks for all you do. Hope all is well with the fam, my man. Shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate you on the donation and the kind words. I'm going to be real. I don't think we trade up. I love Sauce Gardner. I love the idea of bringing in a potential lockdown corner. But what do you have to give up in terms of doing that? You know what I mean? That's tough. That's tough. I don't want to trade up. If I trade up for anybody, it's not going to be a Sauce Gardner. It's going to be a Kyle Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? Or the Burks if we're sold on a wide receiver in the first round. You know what I'm saying? But love Sauce Gardner, but I'm not going to give up the farm to trade up to go get Sauce. There's some good corner options in this draft, even outside of the first round and in free agency. So definitely love Sauce Gardner though, brother. Definitely. Oh yeah, we had to snipe, homie. Let me see. Shout out to my brother Kenna, man. Carr and Adams together again would be dope. But if they want a ring together, they both need to think the big picture to get the ring. Facts. Facts. Facts, Kenna. Facts, my brother. Let me see. This is facts. They both need to come in and say, hey, I'm live. I don't want to hear none of y'all problems. Get up out of here. Move. Both my sons in there tripping on each other. Hold on real quick, y'all. Gotta go in there. Lay the law down, bruh. Shit. Son's in there fighting over a damn charger, man. The fuck? Wiping feet. Shout out to Jesse, man. Appreciate you, brother. As always, King. There was another comment up here that I've seen that I wanted to talk about, but now I can't find it because my sons then got me all flustered and shit. Mark, I did a video about this the other day, brother. I would definitely love to bring in Sue. Would love to bring him in. He's still productive, man. Why not? Why not? AD, my son got his teeth back, bro. Now he back to acting crazy, bro. Yeah, Westside. My wife decided on going to the store in the middle of my live, knowing that they're both in there probably gonna kill each other. Crazy. Hey, Montez, that's what it was. You said that Cooks is known to ask for wide receiver money, right? Why not? He puts up wide receiver one numbers. You know what I mean? What funny is last year, right? I was like, man, why go get Brandon Cooks? Because even me, I was like, man, he's like a wide receiver two to me. Just because he flies under the radar so much, right? Then I really went and looked at his stats and looked at everything. I was like, wow, this guy really is a wide receiver one. He's a wide receiver one. So if you're asking for wide receiver one money, you definitely deserve it because he's putting up over 1,000 yards. Look at that situation last year with the Texans. He's playing with a rookie quarterback and just a revolving door over there. And he's still putting up numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, it's crazy. Shout out to T. What's up, my brother? No, lucky it's not. You can't get both. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen at all. Is that his fault, though, Gooder? That's not his fault. That's definitely not his fault. Definitely not his fault. Nobody's going to get is going to be Tay, not even A-Rod, but the important thing is to find consistency for DC and the team. Yeah, this is facts. I just feel like if you go get Allen Robinson, I feel like you get that Michael Crabtree effect again with DC, but on steroids. Like Allen Robinson can be a superstar in this league if he has a true quarterback one throwing him the ball. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, Crabtree was always great for us, right? But let's be honest. Crabtree was not supposed to be a wide receiver one. He damn near was with Amari even there. I mean, they were 1A, 1B. But if you bring in Allen Robinson, that is literally the best wide receiver that DC's ever played with from day one. Davante Adams too. Shit, maybe even Godwin. So it's just, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you better go get one of these guys. You better, bro. Straight, man. Watts, what's up, my brother? Shout out to my big bro, man. Love you too, my brother. Shout out to my dog, man. Watts Raider, man. My Brody. Yeah, wipe them feet, y'all. Wipe them feet. Better fit. Sue or Calais? It just depends on how you look at things, Javier, right? I mean, shit, Calais is 6'8". You know what I'm saying? But Sue is still putting up more numbers, but he also had the better defensive line. You know what I'm saying? So the Baltimore Ravens are coming off a down year in terms of their defense. They had a lot of injuries, a lot of shit going on over there. So he only had a sack and a half in 15 games. And I believe, what did we say, 40 tackles this year? So it depends. It really depends. I like both of them. Both of them are feisty guys. But I always wanted to bring in Sue. Sue, to me, he was a Raider fan growing up. He said this multiple times. He has that Raider mystique and that Raider just attitude. You know what I mean? So, and I think Sue still had like 6 sacks last year. You know what I'm saying? So Sue is still very productive. But either one of them, I'm not mad. You bring in Sue or you bring in a Calais. I'm good with either one of them. Either one of them. Oh, damn, that's what we doing. They cold bleed. Cold bleed. Cold-blooded. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up, man. Hit them thumbs up. Appreciate you guys for being here with me. Wipe them feet also, man. We're on our way to getting to 14K here soon, man. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but we every day, man. We're getting closer and we're getting closer. Yeah, Andy, angry. That's what we were talking about, bro. That's exactly what we were talking about. He said he added at Calais Campbell and said, it's time for you to come to the dark side. It's time for you to come to the dark side. I love it, man. Yannick does this all the time. I love it. Facts. Did you see McCreary lock up Burks in the island in the end zone? Burks has a basic ass route tree. Bro, is that his fault, Montez? That wasn't his fault. Bro, like that's what Arkansas's offense was. Bro, like I'm not worried about his route tree. That was the system. How do you know what kind of route tree he has if you don't allow him to run the full route tree? They use this guy like Debo Samuels. You know what I mean? They use this guy like this guy was lined up at running back. He was end arounds, wide receiver. Bro, like we haven't seen the best of him yet. We haven't seen the best of him yet, Montez. You know what I mean? I definitely don't. I don't think that's going to be a problem, man. I definitely don't think that's going to be a problem at all. I think that he's still the best receiver in this class by a long shot. I think he's going to be a superstar. Yeah, facts, rep, basic ass offense, bro. Arkansas had that basic ass. Man, well, you can't be mad about at him about it. Should get on his coaching staff. There you go. I remember DK had route issues. AJ Brown route issues. T Higgins at Clemson route issues. Yeah, AJ Brown. I remember at Ole Miss they said the same thing. You know what I mean? So it can go either way. It can go either way. We could say he will be good at the next level because we don't know what he can do, or he won't be good because I don't know yet. But I'm going off the tape that I watched. There's no way you can watch Traylon Burks tape and say he's not going to be a superstar at the next level. There's just no. He's going to be a star, bro, but he won't be there at 22. Let me see. SC, what's good with you, my brother? Ben Bad's in the building. Sean, this is factory, bro. Factory outlet. The route tree can be coached. Elite measurables can't. There we go. There we go. Definitely a fan of Romeo Dubs as well, man. Definitely a fan, Vep. Definitely. And I like their tight end. I like Cole over there, too. Their tight end they got over in Nevada, he's nice. He may be a nice little steal for somebody. Nevada quietly had a nice little offense over there with Carson Strong and Romeo Dubs and Cole over there. So, yeah, no, I definitely checked out Romeo. I like him. I like him, Vep. Definitely like him. Patterson was a star, but not a true wide receiver. There you go. But you see what happened last year when you utilize him the right way. Atlanta, if you talk about Cordell Patterson, they utilized him great last year. And imagine he's like 31, 32. Imagine if somebody figured that shit out a long time ago. This man Cordell Patterson would probably be a GOAT. I mean, we already know he's a GOAT kick returner regardless. But I'm talking about just an all-around player, period. Atlanta figured it out. Let me see. Concentration drops are Burke's biggest issue, and that's not that big of an issue. Yeah, man. A lot of these guys. Hey, do y'all remember in camp this past offseason, right? And in preseason, Jamar Chase was dropping everything. Everything. Everybody was killing him in the media, killing him on Twitter, Instagram. Jamar Chase is going to be a bust. He's dropping every single ball coming his way. Guess what happened when the regular season came around, bro? One guess, you guys. Fuck it. I'll just say it real quick. That man went to the Super Bowl and broke all kind of records, and now he's a top 3 receiver in his league. And this is somebody that dropped everything in preseason and in camp. Had the drop issues, had hand problems from day one. And guess what happened? That man caught everything when it mattered the most. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that, man. I'm not worried about that at all. Definitely not. Love DJ Chark as well, Kenna. My only knock with him is he can't stay healthy. That's it. That's it. That's the only problem I have with DJ Chark. I would love to bring him in because he's still young. His measurables, you can't teach that. But at the end of the day, man, got to stay healthy. Got to stay healthy. Drop issues can be addressed. That's what jug machines are made for. Talk that shit, AD. Olave is the smoothest receiver with the best hands in this draft. Polished route runner. Insane speed and has a nose for the end zone. Surrounded by tier 1 talent and still producing heavily. Love Olave. Montez. But I'm more of a Garrett Wilson fan now. I'm gonna be honest. You know what's so funny? I recorded a video, Garrett Wilson versus Olave, and on that video, I never released it, and there's a reason why. I realized why I didn't drop it. Originally, I was a bigger fan of Olave. Then I went back and watched the tape on both of them, a lot more tape, right? I'm more of a Garrett Wilson fan than I am Olave, and I think they're both going to be great at the next level, both of them. But the more I watched, I'm like, I like Garrett Wilson better. So I scrapped that whole video that I did. I had like a 10-minute video talking about these guys. And I was like, you know what? I got to go back on my own shit. Like I think Garrett Wilson is going to be the better NFL player. I could be wrong though. Yeah, a lot of recent, facts. White Tyson, he's unreal, bro. He's unreal. He's unreal. Unreal as fuck. Because I can't say that because I see a lot of drafts where Garrett Wilson is taken in the 20s and Olave's gone in the early teens. I think we'll know more after the combine, right? We know how this shit goes, you guys. You know, people are sold on measurements and speed and all this other shit, right? We'll know more about where teams' heads are once the combine is done. Once the combine is done, I think we'll be like, okay, now I think we have a more better idea of where Olave or where Wilson is going to go. Still really, really early. 73. This is why I'm not against going to get Jordan Davis in the first round. I'm not against it. I'm not. Bro, you put him in there at that nose at 3-4, bro, he's going to move mountains. He's going to move mountains. So I'm not against going to get him. I would not mind if the Raiders signed Calais Campbell this offseason. Me either, 207. Facts. West Side, 3 weeks away. OG, and yes, that is when the 15-hour live is, brother. That's when the 15-hour live is. We're doing a 15-hour live once free agency hits. Who's the Raiders going to pick this year? Draft, but the unthinkable. Jesus, what you mean? Are you saying that there's a player that we may be like, whoa, like we took this guy? Like, what do you mean? Break that down a little bit more to me, brother. Jacob says the majority of the best receivers are not the fastest. Cup, A.J. Brown, Jamar Chase, etc. We need route runners. If they run a 4.3, then great, but not the most important thing. Talk that shit, Grub. Talk it, Grub. Shout out to my brother Wasted. Shout out to my brother Wasted in the building. You've been told y'all though, Graphk, and I called this. What you mean? What you talking about, Wasted? Shout out to my Brody, man. I know he out there in, I think, Atlantic City or some shit right now, doing it up with the family, man. Shout out to my guy. Definitely deserves that little small vacation window, man, because my boy been putting in that work. We need a deep threat wide receiver if we're going to beat the Chiefs. Facts. 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 But, you know, we're going to get one in the – this is what's so great about this whole situation. We're going to get one top-tier receiver in free agency, and we're going to go grab another one in the draft at some point. Love it. I love it, man. I love it. I'm excited, man. These next few weeks are about to be crazy, bro. Crazy. I can't wait. Can't wait. And I think they only have one more week left, you guys, in terms of trying to put the franchise tag on players. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a wild, wild, wild NFL run these next few weeks. Shout out to Lucky, man. I appreciate you, King. People aren't talking about these guys. Wide receivers, Keith Corbin III from Jackson State and Travell Harris from Washington State. Should we draft these guys? Lucky, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I need to look them up. I need to look those guys up. Now you just gave me some homework to do, my brother. Shout out to you. Because I don't know who either one of them is, to be honest. I don't at all. So I'm definitely going to look those guys up. Definitely going to look them up. I think I heard of them too, but I've never put any tape on to watch them. So I don't want to sit over here and act like, you know what I mean, and just bullshit and act like, you know, like I know what you're talking about. So I got some homework. Shout out to Lucky. I like that, bro. You know, we honest over here, King. I'm going to look those guys up. Keith Corbin III and Travell Harris from Washington State. I like that. Lucky. Thank you for giving me my homework assignment for the day, my brother. Graphk, what up with it? Hardest man, working man in show business. Respect, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to my brother Wasted. You know you ain't have to do that, King. Shout out to my Brody, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. You know we working over here, bro. We working over here, man. I got a lot of ideas, a lot of new things in the works. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to build an empire over here, bro. That's what it's about, man. Building an empire. That's what I'm on right now. Building an empire. Something different. I want to be like the no jumper of Raider content. That's what I want to do. I want to bring everything together. Battle rap, Raiders, music, mental health. I want to do everything. I want to bring everything together, man. So that's what I'm working on right now. The empire, bro. And shout out to my brother Wasted, man, for definitely helping me start bridging these gaps. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, bro. We got some big things in the works. I cannot wait, man, to unveil that shit. Let me see. Seth, what's up, my brother? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know who them two guys were. Why I said, man, we're gonna have over 100 mil in cap in 2023. I ain't scared. We just got to get through this season. Well, a lot of that's gonna go towards, you know, Max and Renfro, and then some of that money's gonna go towards DC as well. But we're definitely gonna have a lot of money in 2023. We're gonna have mad money. But I'm not already looking ahead to 2023. I don't want to do that. I'm excited about 2022. Bugsy, that's what I'm on, bro. That's what I'm on, bro. Bridging the gap, brother. Bridging the gap. Shout out to my brother T, man. As always. Shout out to Out Here. You are better than no jumper. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Davante Adams. It has to be, right? It has to be. I mean, if he's truly a free agent, if he's an actual option, Davante Adams is clearly my favorite free agent. Simple. And then it's Allen Robinson and J.C. Jackson. Let me see. Yeah, he'll be gone 207. I think we'll save like $11 million cutting him post-June. Post-June, I think we save like $11 million letting Littleton go. There's no way we keep him around. There's no way we keep him around. Josh, I'm heartbroken, bro. I'm heartbroken about the war and all this shit that's going on, bro. Heartbroken, brother. I hate to see shit like that, bro. I hate to see innocent kids, innocent women being affected by this shit. I hate to see it, bro. That's why, man, all I can do, man, is just protect me and mine and just hold on to them as much as I can, bro. And you know what I mean? Because seeing that shit, man, is cold, bro. Cold, bro. Yo, Docs, I'm going to say a chant to you, Hammer. Said you guys need to use this in Vegas for the draft. We're the Raiders looking for some haters. Shout out to Ant. Shout out to Ant, bro. Shout out to my brother Kenneth, man. What scares me the most next season is the OL and the DL with all free agent DTs and OL starters in depth. Bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm not worried about it. We don't have the same coaching staff, Kenneth. We got Josh McDaniels that always puts in a nice offensive line. You know what I mean? And he brought his O-line coach with him. Like, I'm not worried about the OL. And the Patriots always have a serviceable defensive line as well. Look, man, New England is known to build through the trenches and to have a great defense and a great OL. I'm not worried about it. This is the least year I'm worried about our offensive line and our defensive line. I think we're going to build in the trenches and do it the right way this time around. Facts. Not just go cheap all around the board at OL like Gruden did, just pretty much said, fuck it. Went completely cheap and low-key shit the bed with that offensive line. You know what I mean? That's not going to happen this year. It's not, man. I'm very, very I have all the confidence in the world in Josh McDaniels and this front office to put together a serviceable offensive line and defensive line. My brother, man, appreciate you. Wipe them feet. Definitely. Let me see. You save $1 million because you have to pay him $10 million next year. You still need a solid tackle to watch. We're going to get one of them. You're going to get one of them. Definitely. So 7, you're talking about the defensive end from Cincinnati, right? Is that who you're talking about? I think that's who you're talking about. I like Sanders. I do. It's just not it's not necessarily a need. You know what I'm saying? It's not just necessarily a need. But I definitely love Sanders' game. I definitely like his game. Dude was a monster this year. That Cincinnati defense was just insane. Him, Kobe Bryant, Sauce. They had a fire. Oh, was it Beaver? Bro, they had a nice defense, man. Yeah, that's what it is, Casper. If you designate him as opposed to June 1st, you save 11 million. What I'm hearing also, you can still cut him earlier than Joe. You can designate him as opposed to June, so that allows him time to go find another job. You know what I mean? While you still save that money, right? So what happens is you designate him as opposed to June 1st, so you can let him go earlier than June 1st, but he's already there. That money's already saved. You know what I'm saying? Andy, we stayed. We always want to bring Hooker to Vegas, right? That jersey, bro. Just that jersey alone, bro, would sell. Just imagine walking up and down the strip with a Hooker jersey, bro. That'd be fire. Fire. Definitely think Kobe can be a starter in this league. White Tyson, I love Kyron Williams. You know I'm a Notre Dame guy. Love him. But it's just not a need, bro. He'll be gone probably in the first 3 rounds. You can get a fire running back in the later rounds. If Kyron Williams falls to the fourth or fifth, I'll definitely take him. Definitely take him. Him or my boy Pierre Strong. You know what I'm saying? Las Vegas hooker, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Facts. Facts. Hold on. Wipe them feet, you guys. I think we're 20 away from 13,200. 20 away. 20 away, man. Appreciate you guys. If you're not subscribed yet, please just hit that subscribe button, man. I definitely want to get as close as I can to 15,000 before my 15 hour live on March 14th. I want to get as close as I can because I want to line those numbers up. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys. If you guys subscribe to the channel, if you're not subscribed yet. I like Abram Smith too, Watts. Definitely like him as well. There's a lot of guys at Baylor that I like a lot. Abram Smith, running back. What was it? The wide receiver. Was it Taquan? I like him as well. They got some guys. Post more on Raiders Twitter. Get the numbers up. I'm definitely active on Twitter, bro. But I just, Twitter's just it's too toxic for me, bro. I just leave my shit there and I leave. Like Twitter's just too toxic, bro. People just say the most outlandish shit on Twitter, and that shit be ready. Like I'll be ready to fight, man. You know what I mean? So I try to stay away from Twitter as much as possible because there's a lot of keyboard warriors, man. A lot of thumb thugs on Twitter, man. You know what I mean? So I try to stay away from Twitter as much as possible. Calais Campbell would be fire. Reminds me of Hankins, but better. I mean, his measurables are just insane. 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Oh, they disrespect Honcho on Twitter. My dog with this shit in real life, though. You know what I mean? So, but Honcho knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing. He just feeds into that shit. He feeds into that shit. Honcho know what he's doing. If you talk about Carr all day, every day, you know what you're doing, man. Honcho definitely knows what he's doing. Shout out to my dog, man. He's working the system right now. I think Honcho low key became the troll god on Twitter, man. He know what he's doing. And I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. If you bring in Davante Adams, I don't think that it's going to take away from Hunter Renfrow or Waller. There's no way. You still have a top 3 tight end in the league, and you have probably a top 3 slot receiver. There's no way. He's not going to just go straight towards Davante. Don't worry about that, brother. It's only going to open up the field for other guys, and trust me, everybody's going to eat. Everybody's going to eat. Austin, I definitely agree with you. Trayvon Merrick will be a Pro Bowler this year. Facts. Facts. Stay lit, my brother. It's all good, King. I know, man. Gerardo, I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting, my brother. Gerardo, I'm waiting, bro. Yeah, I'm waiting, my brother. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the donation, King. It opens up Renfro with Adams here and Waller. And Waller. Team, Trayvon Mullen is going to thrive in this system, brother. Thrive. I'm telling you right now. Oh, White Tyson. No, DC's going for 5,000 yards this year. If you get Davante Adams or a player close to that, Allen Robinson, he's going for 5,000 yards this year. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. 5,000 yards. I'm telling you right now. I'm calling that right now. Yeah. That whole offense ate. It's never a problem when you got way too many, when you got a million weapons, man. Austin, I'm actually taking it down the street to this tailor. I'm going to see if I can get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? I'm being cheap, man. I can go buy another one for $150, or I can probably go spend 40 or 50 and get it fixed. I'm gonna see if I can get my jacket fixed. I did not bury the jacket for real, y'all. Come on, man. I didn't really bury the jacket. It was just a video. I was just having some fun. The jacket is still in my washroom right now, sitting there waiting for me to take it to go get it fixed. Because I'm not buying another one. Trust me, I'm not doing that. I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap. Shout out to my brother Johnny, man. My man's out there in Indianapolis getting his wrestling on. Shout out to my dog. If Raider Way is anything like Patriot Way, won't be slack, kick off a flash or splash in off-season additions. They will bring smart, quality players in. Talk that shit. Talk that shit, Johnny. Shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, y'all ain't seen my dog ever since then, though, huh? It's shout out to Q. All I want is Tim Settle. For those who don't know, defensive tackle, very underrated for the Washington Commanders. BJ Hill, and Xavier Rhodes in free agency, and I'm good. Xavier Rhodes, free agent, Indianapolis. I think that we may even just Casey Hayward goes over there and Xavier Rhodes comes over here. I wouldn't be mad about that. I wouldn't be mad about that at all. He actually had like a low-key resurgence in Indianapolis. I wouldn't be mad about bringing Xavier Rhodes in. And BJ Hill is still young, and he's familiar with Patrick Graham's system. I'm not against that either. Shout out to my brother Q, man. As always, my dog. My dog. He said put a patch over it. I got a million patches too. I may be able to just do that. Yeah, I think Xavier Rhodes would be a nice pickup. Definitely. It had to be honest, Davante would have to take like 25. And then DC would have to take the 30 range. That's the only way you make this work. Davante agrees to take 25, and boom, Carr takes 30. That's the only way you make it work. $55 million combined for both of those guys is well worth it. Yeah, I like Xavier Rhodes. That's a sneaky pickup in free agency. Definitely like that. I'm excited to see what Nate Hobbs is going to do this year in this system. I'm very excited to see that. Wants to sign Karis and Luminor on the cheap. O-line is fixed, and we have money to sign a big-time weapon. See, 73, I can't say that the O-line is fixed just because you bring those guys in, right? So you're going to bring in Karis, which you're going to move him to guard then, right? He won't be a center. So you're saying Andre James stays there as center. You bring Karis in at guard, and then you keep Illuminor at right tackle. They both played with these guys before with Josh McDaniels. It makes sense, but that's still not a great O-line with just Karis and Illuminor. We have to get better. We have to get better. I would love to bring Illuminor back as a depth piece, someone that can play guard and tackle, but I don't want him starting. I definitely do not want him starting. Karis, on the other hand, is different. Bring him in. I'd love to have him play. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about starting Illuminor. What about good? Save $4 million, let him walk. Save the $4 million, let him walk. I love Denzel Good. I think that this guy came in and overperformed. The guy played on a torn ACL pretty much for a whole fucking possession, you guys. People don't realize that. Like, this guy had a torn ACL against Baltimore and still played pretty much the whole possession. Monster. But where's the ties, right? Where's the, like, Josh McDaniels has no ties with Denzel Good. Let him walk, save $4 million, put that $4 million towards an upgrade. Do you pay Denzel Good $4 million, or do you take that $4 million and use it towards an upgrade over Denzel Good? I'm getting an upgrade 10 times out of 10. I like Denzel Good, but I'm not paying Denzel $4 million coming off a torn ACL to come in and expect him to start. I do too. Austin, I think that Divine Diablo is going to be at some point a Pro Bowl. It's going to be hard. All Pro, I don't want to reach. I think he'll be a Pro Bowl talent in this league. I think Divine Diablo has all the talent in the world to be a cover linebacker, a linebacker that play the run, all that stout tackler. I think that Divine has all the everything, all the capabilities to be a great linebacker in this league. We just have to put it all together, because in the limited time he played last year, he looked really, really good out there. I think Divine will be a stud moving forward. Let me see. Shout out to AC, man. Douglas, and I've been saying this, bro. I've been saying this. All you got to do is say, hey, Davante, bro, look, listen. You're going to be our first real star. Like, you can sell his face, right? Like, let's be real. Darren Waller had, let's be real. What, one great year? One really great year? Davante has had great years year in and year out. You bring in Davante Adams, his face is on billboards galore, all over the place. He's our real first superstar. Here, man, you can make some money over here dealing with this company, this company. Davante should be sold on that, period. You should be able to give him $25 million and make up for the other 5 or whatever, even more than that, with advertising, you know what I'm saying, and other promotional opportunities. So facts, Douglas, this is real. Uncle Rico said Davante had 2 great seasons. Man, Rico, my man smoking that shit early on, man. It's too early, bro. It's too early for the Blue Dream and shit. It's too early, bro. It's too early, bro. Whatever the fuck you smoking, I want some of that shit. Docs for president, make America wipe their feet again. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog. I got some shit in the house right now, bro. I'm about to go grab that shit and light up just for Rico, just for my Uncle Rico, man. I'm about to go blaze some shit. Bro, I hope. So we don't have to overpay for its safety and you know what I mean, in free agency. You always hope that your draft picks, you know, pan out, right? I hope that Gillespie comes in and takes Abram's spot and Abram plays in the box. In a perfect world, then you have 3 guys on rookie contracts with Abram playing in the box, playing to his strengths, and then you have Merrick and Gillespie, 2 safeties with rookie contracts. I hope so. I definitely hope so. Valerie, what's up, family? Yeah, but you got to have somebody next to him, though, JD. That's what he's saying, my brother. That's what he's saying. You know, I want to have those 2 ball hawks next to each other. And if Gillespie can become that guy, would love it. I would love it. But you know, the man hasn't had an interception in his career in the NFL or in college. So I don't know if he is. I think, you know, if anything, one thing I love about Gillespie is he can play strong, he can play free. You can even put him in the nickel if you need to. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Yeah, facts, Watts. Facts. Austin says, if we get Adams, who is your ideal pick at 22? I see. I'm a little different when it comes to the 22. To you know what I mean? I would love to have Jordan Davis, which I know a lot of people aren't big on him, but you can't teach those measurables, man. You know what I'm saying? Burks is not going to be an option at that point. You don't even need Burks if you get a Davante Adams. I like Cameron Thomas, man. Look, in a perfect world, Austin, if you get Davante Adams, you trade back. Trade back, pick up some extra draft capital. That's what I do. I would trade our first and have 2 seconds. That's what I would do. I'd rather have 2 seconds than 1 first. Me personally. And then pick up another draft pick. You know what I'm saying? But I trade back. I go get my guy Cameron Thomas out of San Diego State. Just add talent upon talent. Travis Jones, Connecticut, defensive tackle will be there. Devontae Wyatt may fall to the 2nd round. So there's too many names. Austin, there's way too many names, brother. Tim Brown, dead or alive. Player. It's my favorite player. It's my favorite athlete, Anthony ever, of all time. Ever. Like, period. Basketball, football, baseball, dead, alive. Favorite athlete ever, Tim Brown. Facts agree mostly with takes. Good is better than the current left guard, right guard, and right tackle. 4.1 mil is cheap for a very versatile player like Good. Not saying that he's not good, brother. But and he is very versatile. He can play all over the place. But the thing is this: he's coming off a very, 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 very bad injury. Being that big and bouncing back from a torn ACL, that's tough, bro. And I think with that $4.1 million, you could put it elsewhere. You know what I mean? I do like Good. I'm a huge Denzel Good fan. I think that he's done very, fairly well. But I don't want to pay Denzel Good $4.1 million. Coming off of that kind of injury. But shout out to my brother Kenna, man. 916 is definitely in the building. Let's see. West Side, I can see it happening. Look, at some point, man, Tyreek Hill was going to lose that speed. He's not going to be as fast as he is today, 3 years down the line, right? He's had issues with his hammy and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe his hamstring or whatever, but at some point, Kansas City is going to have to start thinking about the future. You know what I mean? Start thinking about it. And if you could bring in a J-Mo with Kansas City, like, it'd be smart for them because he won't even play probably to the 4th or 5th week of the season. You know what I'm saying? Because of his injury. So you bring him in and match him up with fucking Tyreek Hill. Oh my God, dog. I would be scared as shit. That shit is scary as fuck. But yeah, at that point, you don't have to pay Tyreek Hill that kind of money. You bring in a J-Mo and expect him to pretty much take over his job. Then you can save a bunch of money. Some point, Kansas City's gonna have to make some type of decisions on all these high paid, receivers, tight ends. I mean, the Kelce's of the world, the Hills of the world. There's a lot of money tied up to just a receiver, a tight end, and a quarterback. It's a lot of money. Guarantee Carr's contract this year and franchise tag him the year after. Gabe, I just don't think that DC is going to play that game. Not going to play that game. You don't want to play that. At the end of the day, man, Derek Carr still has a family, my brother, right? He has a wife and kids. He wants stability. He's already investing in laying down roots in Las Vegas. I can't see him just agreeing to that. And no, he still wants some type of flexibility, some type of guarantees that he's going to be in Las Vegas for the foreseeable future. It's a great idea. You can save some money, but that's not going to happen. DC, man, knows he's still a top 10 to top 12 quarterback in his league. And he wants some type of guarantees that he's going to be here. Let me see. Shout out to my brother, man. Run them lights up, man. Wipe them feet, you guys. I wouldn't be mad about bringing in a Valdez-Scantling. I think he did really well with Green Bay. But that's still a move that's kind of like underwhelming, right? Alan Lazard, Jacoby Myers, the Russell Gage from Atlanta. It's just underwhelming. It's underwhelming. I'm not going to be happy about that. I mean, he may be a sneaky, nice pickup. If you're just going to say, you know what, we're letting Zay Jones walk and we're replacing him with Valdez-Scantling, I'm good with that. But if you're bringing in Valdez-Scantling as the big wide receiver pickup in free agency, then you're just setting yourself up for failure. Hey, that's the real shit, West Side. It's just real. Give DC his paper. You play with fire, you get burned. It's real shit. Adams could buy Gruden's house. Shit. Talk that shit. But yeah, no, watch. I get that. But you're still at that point, depending on a rookie wide receiver to come in and be your wide receiver one. And that's scary, right? Because at that point, if you don't get a Burks or a Drake London, a Olave or Garrett Wilson in the first round, you're depending on the John Mechie's, you know what I mean, the Robinson, the Wan'Dale Robinsons of the world in the third rounds, you know what I mean, or the second or third round to be your wide receiver one. And that's kind of, it's a little spooky. Daniel, I don't agree with that, right? I mean, that's my favorite pickup, but him, Allen Robinson, or Godwin, one of those guys, are mandatory pickup. It's a mandatory snatch. You got to snatch up one of those guys, bro. Period. We're not going to do nothing with Mariota. To be honest, Super Raiders, he's a free agent. He can walk. There's already a lot of rumors about him going to the Niners potentially. So there's nothing we can do with him because he's a free agent. At this point, I think Marcus Mariota's time in Vegas is done, and good luck to him. That's kind of what I have right there. I'm very iffy on him as well, AD. But you still want to get one of those top three guys, right? I'm very iffy on Godwin as well, but I think that with his kind of, his skill set, he's still potentially a wide receiver one. Trayvon, yes, Yannick is out there recruiting as we speak. Let me see if I can find that tweet, you guys. Let me see. I'll find this tweet. Shout out to everybody in the comment section, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Wipe them feet. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Boom, right here. Calais, Yannick right here. Time to get Calais Campbell over here to the dark side. Boom. That's what the live was about. That's what the live was about, you guys. Yannick always doing his due diligence on the offseason, and he started a little early this year, and I love it. He's already putting it out there. His former teammate from Jacksonville, where they had that Saxonville defense that was one of the best defenses of all time. He's out here recruiting already, you guys. He said, I want my 35-year-old counterpart to come over to the dark side. I'm not mad about that. So Calais would definitely be a nice pickup if we brought him over as a Raider. Definitely. But yeah, man, that's what this live was about, you guys. Coming up on an hour and a half. I'm going to go play with my sons, take my dog for a walk. Tonight, you guys, we are live. Me and Wasted. I think Andy's going to pull up as well. I think Hammer may pull up also. I'm not sure. But we're going to do a live tonight breaking down every team over the salary cap and what cap casualties may exist and who we may bring in. Basically, whatever team is over the cap, we're looking at potential cap casualties and seeing if we can bring them over as Raiders. So that's what we're doing tonight, you guys. I hope you guys are pulling up on the live tonight. Like I said, me, Wasted, and it looks as though hopefully my little bro, my brothers Andy and Hammer will be there. If not, it's all love. Me and Wasted are going to be there breaking down potential cap casualties to become Raiders, man. So we'll be live later on, you guys. I'm going to go spend some time with the family. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Wipe them feet on the way out, meaning hit them thumbs up on the way out, and also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm out.